Hello, I'm Demon Gund, and I'm creating this video to help GMs and parties who just want to play in TaleSpire. If people really like it, I'm happy to make a series out of it. This video, along with my boards at TalesTavern, are brought to you from the support of my patrons and my Twitch subscribers. Let's get to it. There's an infinite amount of material online for writing or buying tabletop RPG content, so I'm not going to go there. What I will emphasize is planning out the story in scenes or sections and having an idea for which will be theater of the mind, which will require battle maps, and which will be hybrid scenes. By hybrid, I mean a theater of the mind scene enhanced with a map or board, but where battle isn't likely. Planning your scenes. For theater of the mind scenes, there's not a lot to do. This is probably happening outside TaleSpire. For battle maps, these boards need to be designed for battle, having cool environments, with lots of space to move around. Or not if the battle map is supposed to be cramped. For hybrid maps, find a board that fits your scene and setting, a tavern or a cave or wherever your party is. The goal of these boards is to provide ambiance and be a good backdrop to roleplay and storytelling. Now that we have our list of scenes and their types and we kind of know what boards we want to get for each, the focus now is going to be on getting pre-made stuff to fill those gaps so that we can start really quickly. If you want to build things yourself, I highly recommend Astari Astra's tutorials. The link will be down below. A large part of the work that I do for Patreon is to provide GMs a way to start playing Wizards of the Coast official content as quickly as possible. And I do this through board importing, what I call game-ready boards. These are very difficult to set up, and as such, they're only available to my higher-tiered patrons. But what that allows you to do is, for example, I've created quite a lot of Curse of Strahd boards. And so I've created game-ready versions of them, game-ready outside. So my patrons have access to this. They copy the link. They go here. They paste it in and they hit add, and it adds the board to their campaign. When they navigate to it, they have a board that is ready to play. You know, if the players arrive in the afternoon or the morning, you know, the GM can change the time of day that the players arrive. It has automatic ambience and music. This is the board for when the players are outside. This is what I call the hollow version of the board. There's nothing actually inside because we don't want to give anything away to the players while they explore around it. Then, when the players progress inside, we do game ready floor 1. Copy it here. Add it. This is the board import process versus copying and pasting a slab. And so here is the game ready floor 1 version of the board. All of the hide volumes have been set up for the GM. So your players come in as they progress through Death House. You then use the hide volumes to make everything visible. And your players would have light sources and such. So this is a service and a product that I provide for my higher tiered patrons. I have completed this for all of Death House, including the dungeon. And I'm making my way through the Forge of Fury right now. Right now, the game-ready versions that I have, I think I only have the Mountain Door because the Glitterhaim is going to be difficult to do. And the Sinkhole, I think, is also game-ready in the same way. I can show you what that looks like. Go here. Game-ready Sinkhole. So it's subterranean. There's water in here. This is when the players first arrive. Everything is already hidden. And then as the players come around the corner here and explore these rooms, you then reveal them as needed. All hide volumes are already set up. I can't stress this enough, but use TalesTavern. For each of your scenes, chances are really good you can find a board close enough that you won't have to build anything. I mean, if we just look up a tavern, there are 44 pages of just taverns. You should never have to build a tavern unless you really want to. And even then, if you do, look here. Someone's created a whole modular tavern set. Workshop Pandas Tavern Essentials Volume 1, so you should never have to build anything from scratch. When selecting boards from TalesTavern, know what you're looking for depending on your type of scene. Don't pick a tight slab for a battle map. If you're looking for a cavern, which there are tons and tons and tons, be sure to choose the one that fits what you're going for. If it's a hybrid scene and the players are just there, maybe their hideout is a cave and they're just doing it there. That's different than if you're going to be doing a big battle. Another type of board with TaleSpire is an automatically generated board. To find these resources, go to TalesTavern. You're going to go to Tools, and there's several here. There's the Dungeon Layout Generator. There's the Random Forest Generator. The first one that I'll demonstrate is going to be the Dungeon Layout Generator, which takes the one-page dungeon by Wadaboo and just turns it into a TaleSpire slab. So you just navigate here. It's going to be whatever you want to. I think you just refresh the page and we get something different. Secret Mausoleum of Mash Bava. So what you do then is you right-click it. This is kind of not intuitive. Export as JSON. All right, so we're going to go to the desktop here. We're just going to save it. Secret Mausoleum of whatever. Then you go to this tool and you choose that file on your desktop here. Secret Mausoleum of whatever. Convert it. Slab copied to clipboard. Then you go into TaleSpire and you hit paste. And there you have it. You have the secret mausoleum of whatever it was. It's not perfect. It'll need to be cleaned up. But you could very easily have fun on this board. And that's what I'd like to emphasize is your boards don't have to be huge and pristine and perfect to be fun. But this is just one tool to automatically generate and populate a dungeon for you. And it's old tiles and stuff, but it's still something to work with. The next tool I'd like to show you is the Random Forest Generator. So with this one, you simply select your slab width. Maybe we'll go 20. We'll go big. You can add various ground tiles. This has not been updated for the newest version of TaleSpire. Right now it's the pre-Chimera build, the pre-early access build, but it still works. So say we do 50-50 on our lush grass and our sparse grass. Let's say we want there to be a 15% of small rock, maybe tree, stackable pine top, dead trees. Let's remove the bush. So you do that, you hit the generate button, you copy this to the clipboard in the exact same way that you did before. You go in here and you paste it. The point is to allow you to play a game and not have it be from scratch. This is not perfect. You could tweak it. There's probably other, maybe there's other forests. Yeah. Personally, I would go grab Modular Forest from TalesTavern. I would just look for Modular Forest. I'm sure someone's done it. West Modular Forest, Modular Hills, Modular everything. So I would probably use the modular stuff before I went to the random generator, but I have used the random generator to fill out areas around a board. Like if I built a city, I would use the forest around that if the players wanted to go run around out there. In the case of my party, they're going to begin at their home base, which I've decided is the Mountain Fort by TogDM, which is an insanely awesome board. So we're going to start there. They're going to get their next orders from their custodian. They're going to get some supplies. It's a hybrid environment because there's no combat, but it'd kind of be nice if they walked around the board and looked at things. Then they're going to start this long journey. It's going to be mostly battles, forest encounters, random stuff as they make their way across the landscape until they get to Blasingdell. Blasingdell is going to be a scale village. They're going to investigate there. They're going to get supplies. It's going to be a hybrid. They're going to be running around the town. They're going to be talking to people. They're not going to be doing much combat. The map I'm going to use is going to be Cupic Village here, which I thought looked really cool. It's for some other dungeon, but I'm just going to use it for Blasingdell. Why not? I'm going to throw some forests around it and be ready to go. Then they're going to investigate the Stonetooth Mountain, which is going to be exploration and battle, more random mountain encounters and forest encounters, and there's going to be some special sites, like there's a lakeside, there's a couple of orc camps. That's going to get me probably the next, I don't know, month worth of sessions is my bet, and I've got most of it already lined up. So that covers the basics of running a game in TaleSpire as the GM. This gets us from writing our content, figuring out what our story is going to be, mapping out your scenes and what boards you're going to use, prepping as much writing as you want to, and prepping the boards as much as you really want to. Deciding if you're just going to go grab particular boards for some scenes or to randomly generate some stuff just so you can get going. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope before not too long to have the next video out, which will pick up right after we've selected our boards to we want to load those boards in TaleSpire and get some tokens set up and play a game. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. If you have questions or comments, please post them below and I'll answer them as best I can.